Welcome to the DLS hosted PBX 5.2 training video. My name is Mario, and in today's lesson we will be covering some of the new changes and features that DLS is proud to bring to you in the latest release. These topics we'll cover in this lesson are as followed: white labeling, web interface and permission changes, enhanced reporting, upgraded browser Softphone, improved support for the DLS click-to-dial tool, and newly supported handsets. Chapter 1: White Labeling. White labeling allows for custom logos for both PBX dashboards and companion panel. We have also added the option to customize your social media buttons on the left of the screen. Voicemail notifications to email can now be adjusted to include your own company email headers, email header address, and default email address mailer. You can even upload your own SSL certificate to utilize the custom domain white labeling. Simply add the appropriate DNS entries to your domain to point towards your PBX server after filling out the required fields. Chapter 2: Web Interface and Permission Changes. Under the user settings, DLS has added time-based one-time password two-factor authentication. Select this from the drop-down below. By clicking the Setup QR code below, you'll be provided with a QR code. This code will be used to sync up the Google Authenticator app that is available for both Android and iPhone users. We have implemented changes to the System Features page. By leaving the feature code boxes blank, you will disable the respective feature code from being unavailable to the users from this tenant group. Users will now be able to record their own voicemails unavailable messages directly from the PBX's web interface. Simply click on the Start Recording button to start recording directly from your browser. Administrators will now be able to use the web browser to record system-wide recordings as well. The process is the same. Taking a look at the system basic settings, administrators will notice that we have added a setting to globally enable or disable authenticated voicemail links. That would previously allow anybody with this link to have access to that extension's voicemail box. Call recordings will now allow conferences to have their days of retention set. For administrators that manage hundreds of users, we have added an option to bulk apply recording settings to the selected extensions. Once you have selected the settings to change, click on Apply Selected. Another feature that has been added to the Users Preferences section is the ability to specify multiple email addresses for voicemail notifications. This is useful for administrators who want to take advantage of a shared voicemail box. We have also added automated snapshots to the System Snapshots page. The PBX will store up to 10 automatic snapshots. Selecting the link below will allow the administrator to either disable automatic snapshots, set weekly snapshots, or even monthly snapshots. Select your time and date for these snapshots to be created automatically. Chapter 3: Reporting. Several reporting records can now have their retention set for up to 5 years. You can now filter the same report without having to start over. In the filter, we have added a button to sort by a PBX phone number for ease of call tracking. Agent call reports have now been consolidated into the queue call reports. We have also added a field to restrict queue call reports by phone number. When visiting the changelog or the login reports, you can now schedule or now even export the reports. Lastly, we have added a new custom report type that allows choosing columns and advanced filter combinations. Chapter 4, Browser Softphone. Within the User's Preferences section, the browser softphone can now have an emergency profile set for the remote browser softphone user. We have added a button to toggle the Do Not Disturb and Call Forwarding feature. The browser softphone will now briefly keep terminated calls displayed with the termination reason if available. Chapter 5, the DLS Click-to-Dial tool. Improved SalesForce opportunity integration. Added blink light USB support for the Click-to-Dial tool. Chapter 6, Handsets. DLS has added provisioning support for the following models: the Cisco 7841 and Cisco 8945. The Polycom RealPresence Trio 8800, the Grandstream 1600 series phone, as well as the GAC 2500 and the GXV 3275. And last but not least, DLS is adding support for a new ATA device, the Obihai OBi202 ATA. This concludes the DLS hosted PBX version 5.2 training video. As always, thank you for your continued support and being a valued DLS customer. Please contact the DLS support team or your account manager for any questions you might have.